Go.
Hello and happy 2025.
Happy New Year 2025, the year of Toolhouse.
And we got non-matching hoodies.
No matching hoodies.
I just have the brand name, the company name on it.
What is it? Logo for the win.
I only had this logo available. I should have. I did the simple logo,
Someone is getting two hoodies then.
I guess.
How was your beginning of the year?
It was good. I uh, I just relaxed yesterday, and I started working on a new, uh, not a playground, but I started working. I had, like we worked on the hackathon template to let people build, Toolhouse experiences really quickly. The one that's written with Next.js, and I basically used it last night, yesterday, to build a networking bot. So the idea is like using memory and emails. When you go to an event, you can talk to the laptop or the iPad and say, "Hi, I am this person. I work at this company. This is my email. This is what I'm interested in." And then you walk away and you're basically checked in. And then at the end of the event, you can match everybody based on interests.
Wow,
Networking.
that's beautiful.
I called it a page, Paige, AI obviously, and the reason why it's because my friend Paige told me about her idea, and she was like, "Oh, I wish there was a
Oh,
way for AI to like do networking at events because I don't want to go and talk to everyone. I just want to check in and then only be introduced to the people that are relevant to what I want to do or who I want to talk to." And so I was like, I can help, with Toolhouse, I can build you something. And so yesterday I did it. And so I built a page, but
nice.
I haven't. I'm gonna push my commits. I already made a repo and all that. But anyways, that's
Yeah.
that's what I did. How about yourself?
Well, I rested yesterday. Today is Thursday, so I don't know when this is going to go out, but I had a nice start of the year. Today, back to work, and just excited to keep the good work going. So I and just like playing around with the new playground. We're going to talk about the new playground in just a moment. I'm also super happy that people are enjoying the new pricing. So we make it very affordable for everybody to build on top of Toolhouse, and we're giving people 500 credits for free every month. And that's because people need to have the confidence of shipping their things without worrying about the bills, the costs. So if they're building something in development, or if they're playing around with something, they shouldn't be paying much or at all to just test out what they're building. And those 500 credits are basically going to that extent to work for that. And we're seeing a very good response from people. Like they want to they feel more confident building with that. And hopefully that would mean that we're going to see even more production ready apps being deployed and actually used. So super excited for that. um, I'm also just like fixed. I put my browser on the new Toolhouse. We just made some nice changes to the dashboard. It's much nicer and it's more magic than ever. So we should probably start from there. We should talk about what we've done over the past few weeks to make it even easier for the LLM to select the tool automatically, and what happened to the tool store. Remember the tool store? Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
Rest in peace, the tool store. And another important thing to mention, since we're talking about updates, is the ability to, like, every month you get 500 new credits. So it's not a one-time thing. It's just like constantly 500,
Every month.
500, 500. So you can run out of tokens. You can buy some more for the month, or come on Discord and ask,
Yep.
or you wait and you get 500 next month. And so this is really useful because if you're starting to use Toolhouse through MCP, right, the Cloud Desktop app or some other MCP supported desktop application, then you will be using those credits. You'll be burning through your perplexity searches or your memories or your search X and email, whatever. So good that the limit has been increased. I think it's going to be good for everybody. And I believe that we'll see where the community takes the new limit in
Right.
terms of happiness or unhappiness.
Yeah.
Hopefully happiness.
But for now, generous free tier. So we're happy to offer this very generous free tier, 500 executions every month, regardless. And we obviously going to make it as affordable as possible because we believe that you shouldn't be constrained by huge enterprise contracts. If you're building something, you should just focus on building, and the hard decisions should be like we should put those out of the way for you all. And that's what we're doing here. So enjoy building. Come to Discord if you have questions or if you need any help, or just come hang, and we're going to be there. All right. Should we try and take a look at the new Toolhouse?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to share my screen then.
All right.
There it is.
Go.
All right.
Responsive design right there.
Responsive design right there. Here it is. So this is the new Toolhouse. When you come into the dashboard, you're not going to see the tools anymore. What happened to the tools? We're going to tell you in just a moment. But now here at a glance, you just see the things that matter to you the most. So what's in your balance? What are your recent executions? So what tools were selected by the LLM and for what purpose? And then your bundles, if you have any. Previously, we used to have the tool store where you would see tiles. Each tile would be a tool that the LLM could select. But in order for the LLM to select the tool, you had to install those tools. And that caused a problem. The problem was that you needed to be sure that you install the right tools for the LLM, which kind of defeated the purpose. So we made a change. And by default now, the LLM can select all tools out of all the tools that we had in the tool store, and obviously with more to come. We add more tools frequently. Obviously, that's not for everybody. What if you actually wanted to create a hyper specialized agent with just a few tools? You can still do that, and the thing that allows you to do that is called bundles.
Yep.
So I'll stop here. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing here from the new experience is the fact that people were asking me, okay, I signed up to Toolhouse. Why do I have to install tools? Like, shouldn't they just be activated? And it kind of makes sense that they should be. On the other hand, we needed a way to control the overloading of tools, right? Like you don't want an LLM to have access to too many tools because then it has issues with the ability to choose a tool, especially when there's tools that are very similar and can do similar things. And so bundle was something that we came up with about 3 months ago, but it kind of wasn't really used heavily by users because they kind of didn't really understand. They were like, well, I can just deactivate and reactivate tools. So we flipped everything on its head, and now you will be using more bundles than before. And bundles are the center stage of the new Toolhouse experience.
That's right.
So Daniele, how do you access bundles? Like, how do you make a new bundle?
So from the sidebar, you go on bundles.
Okay. And now I can see you have a lot of bundles here.
I have a bunch of, and obviously I can create a new one. So I click create bundle, and you see the bundle interface loading. So from here, you can still select the tools you want, but now you can just install those tools into the bundle, not just into your Toolhouse. All tools are installed by default now. And so when you set up a new bundle, you can pick and choose the tools you want your LLM to have access to. We make it as easy as possible for you to get started with a new bundle. We even create a name, an ID for the bundle. So obviously you can customize this. So yeah, let's say we call it Toolhouse Podcast here.
Nice.
Changes are saved automatically, so there's no save button. What you see is what you get. So you can make changes and revert back, and those are saved automatically for you. So you can still select from the 30 tools we have today and more to come. So for example, yeah, if you wanted to add a flavor of web search, we can just select the one we want, like this one, and bam, we added this tool to the bundle.
So what happens with the tools that require configuration?
So if you need configuration, then
like say the GitHub, or the Perplexity one. Like how does it work now?
So as you can see here, there's a banner or like a label, if you want, that says config required, which means that when you are going to activate this tool, you're going to see the configuration dialog popping up with the configuration parameters you need to ask. So in this case, you can just like add those changes, save, and bam, the tool activates. You can see that now the tool is configured, and that's it. One thing of note is that if you deactivate the tool, let me bring this back down if I can. Try again. There you go. You're going to see a dialog popping up that says, are you sure you want to disable this tool because you're going to lose your configuration? So we want to do that, and that's it.
It's really important to note that if you disable a tool from one bundle, you're basically uninstalling it from every bundle. So that's really important to remember. So
that's right.
It's better to keep the tool, I guess, enabled and not use it.
Yeah. So whatever you want to use, it's still in the bundle, but then yeah, also the configuration will perpetrate across multiple bundles. We'll change that in the future, but obviously we, as always, we let the feature out to get feedback from customers. Again, come to Discord to let us know if this is the behavior you want or not, and we'll make it right for you.
Come to Discord. That's a good spot to start.
Exactly. So I'll go back, and you're going to see that I created this new bundle called Toolhouse Podcast. So when it's time to go and set up the bundle, all I had to do is to add in the get tools call the bundle name. So th.getTools bundle equals Toolhouse Podcast.
That's on Python, and on TypeScript or JavaScript, it's get tools and then just the name of the
bundle.
The
bundle name, yep. And as you may expect, if I delete the bundle, it deletes,
and it's gone.
Easy peasy. So this is the new bundle, new and improved bundle functionality. By default, all the tools are installed, which means that you can get started with Toolhouse without configuring it. So the 3 lines of code, and that's it. No clicks anymore. Right. Yeah, it's even easier.
So what else did we ship that was super interesting?
So we also made some nice, significant improvements to the playground. And those are my favorite, not only because I built them myself, but because I think it's going to be much nicer to work with the playground and to share with the playground. So, right. Every single AI tool has a playground or a sandbox where you can try things out, but they seem to be an afterthought. Like even the major model provider have this like dashboard, but then there isn't really much to it. It's just like you get text in and you get text out. That's the problem with those playgrounds. We wanted a playground that could be shared, because the problem we see a lot when we go to events, when we talk to people, is that they want to actually have a tangible blueprint that then can be translated into code. But it all starts with the prompt. And so when you start prompting the LLM to call some tools, you want to have the certainty of the prompt working, right? So you want to understand that the prompt that you are crafting is working. And
That's why
then
it's called a playground, right? Like it's a
yeah,
sandbox for prompting.
exactly. But then, and that's the thing nobody gets right, then you want to keep that and that prompt and share it with other people. So for example, if we're at a hackathon, one of the most asked questions we get is, can we workshop some prompts together so we can figure out what works best? And obviously we love to do that. So what we do is to actually tell people, yeah, let's figure out some prompts. So we fire the playground, and we found the prompt that works, that triggers the right flow, and then we need to copy paste the prompt.
Every
And
time,
yeah,
every single time.
what if those prompts could be some chats instead? With it's all with a link, and this link could be shared, so that we could have some blueprints of prompts, each one with its own link, and then this link could be shared with one or more people. And when you see the blueprint, you see the output, but then when you clone it and you make it yours, you can run it and you run this new fresh conversation. So you always have the right prompt, but you can also see a preview of what the prompt causes in terms of like tools code, outputs, and so on and so forth. So that's
Let's watch
the
it. Let's
yeah,
have a look.
and that's what we did. So I'm going to head over to the new playground, and as you can see, this is the interface. Actually, let me load it up as you would see it on the first run. So it loads, it welcomes you. On the left hand side, you have previous chats, and on the right hand side, obviously, you have the playground itself. So when you start with the playground, it's a blank slate. So you can start asking things, and let's see, what are your capabilities? And then this will run the chat, as you can see. Perfect. As you can see, we run Anthropic behind the scenes, but this assistant knows that we are enhancing the capabilities of the model. So now we can do web search. Now we can do memory and data storage. We can send emails. We can interpret and execute code, generate images, and all this stuff, the stuff that Claude would never do, which is amazing.
That's the good stuff.
Yep. And we also created a new chat. So I can share this, and I can click the share dialog. And by default, anybody can see this chat if they have the link. So you can copy the link here. The link is copied now, and you can send it over. So I can send it to Orlando, and Orlando can see exactly this same chat. Or I can just make it private. That's it. And this obviously removes access, even if you have the link. So
Right.
there's some nice like sharing and privacy features already built in.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Google Drive sharing options, right?
Right. So another thing you can do, and this is one of my favorite, is the I'm feeling lucky functionality. So if you want to get inspiration, you get suggestions based on the tools we have in Toolhouse. And so you always get 3 suggestions, and if you want more, just refresh the page and get more. Those are dynamically generated, so depends on the mood of the AI in that specific moment. You'll always find different stuff, but the AI is is prompted with the tools, so the AI knows what tools are at its disposal, and based on that, it creates some compelling use cases.
That's so cool. Maybe in between those generated suggestions, there's a $1 billion idea. Who knows, right?
Exactly. So keep rolling the dice. That's why the icon on the button is the dice, and the button is named I'm feeling lucky. So yeah, this is great. For example, we have a bunch of like research-based use cases, yeah, and more. So what happens here is that, well, obviously when you click try this prompt, it will run one of those. So I'll try this one just for fun. and that's it. So it will start running on its own, and this will generate a chat that then you can also share, which is great. So when you share those chats, what happens is you don't have to provide an Anthropic API key. This is for free. So we give you access to the LLM, to a premium LLM model for free. So there's no token spent on your side. All you use is your execution credits, which, by the way, again, it's a generous free tier. So this comes for free. Like, there's no reason why you should actually pay for Claude anymore. Just come to the playground just for that, and you're done. And so now we're running this use case, and it was just a visualization that we are trying to put together. And look what happens. So we started to use some tools, Google Trends, to get the new, like the 30 days trends on artificial intelligence. Then we're getting some news about AI breakthroughs here. And with that, the agent is creating some visualization using code interpreter. So now it's run the tool and it's been created. So that was fantastic. Actually, can you show me, actually, can you generate a nice image representing the overall sentiment in AI?
Wow.
And so let's see, based on the news that that's been pulled by the agent, this is what we get. I also love how fast this is. Look at this.
Wow, this is the future. I can't wait. If it's that pretty, sign me up.
So I'm going to send this to you in case you want to use it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look.
Let me see. There you go.
All right, let's see. Where did you send it?
I sent it here on StreamYard.
Oh, okay, nice.
This is a great image sharing platform as well.
Yeah, you can make memes with your friends.
Right.
Oh yeah, there it is. And now I can clone it and make my own changes, right?
Yep.
So what happens if I clone it? I'm gonna click clone. All right. It cloned it into a new chat.
Yeah, and you should see the first prompt.
And I can see the first prompt. Wow. There it is.
Nice.
So it copied the first prompt. It didn't copy the whole thing because obviously that's the best way to get started. It's like from a seed, right? Like a given seed of a chat. So when you make your chats, make sure that if you want to share everything, make sure you make a new chat and you put everything in one massive prompt. That way you can have all of the good stuff in the first message.
That's right. So,
or if you don't clone it, you will just have access to the whole thing, and then you can choose and copy and remix it yourself.
Yeah. So, for example, here's another one we can create. So let it load. I like prompt engineering a lot, and so I can. This is one of the use cases we have. Like, we don't pay for social media monitoring platforms. We built our own, and with Toolhouse, obviously. So this is the prompt. Every day we want a digest sent by email of positive, negative coverage, and then everything that's worth knowing about Toolhouse. And so we prompt the Toolhouse to get tweets about our accounts, which you're more than free to follow. Toolhouse AI, I am Daniele, Sunglasses Face, and Aishika. We ask to perform one search per account. Then we ask the agents to read each tweet and to categorize it into positive, negative, or other coverage. And then after that, I want an email, my email. Feel free to email me.
That's right.
So when we run this, you're going to see what happens. That's it. So obviously we're getting the current day because we want the tweets from the past 24 hours. So the agent starts with gathering the information about the current time.
Wow.
Then after that, it's as done. Oh,
Oh,
interesting. Not white space text. Okay, we can try again. No problem.
interesting. I wonder where the white space came from.
Yeah. All right. So it will do this again, and uh, it will run. But you get the gist. So those are the things that work pretty well.
Oh, it's sending you an email now.
Yep. And so wow, okay, that's great. Nice. And then again, I can send this back to uh, people I want. So I just shared the link through the share functionality,
Yep.
and I created a sentiment analysis, social media monitoring and sentiment
Monitoring.
analysis solution in just one prompt. And that's the power of Toolhouse. So all you have to do now is to create a nice UI around it, and that's it.
And there you go. There's your hackathon project done for you with one simple or complicated, many hours of prompt engineering.
I wasn't many hours actually, because I think the great thing about Toolhouse is that it just works well because it has all these prompts, and all these tools are prompted for you as well. So I was trying to show the email that I received, but I received this email with the digest. Let me see if I can do it this way instead. There you go. Oops, the Toolhouse digest just disappeared on me.
Nice.
But yeah, you get it.
Yep. Oh, it comes and it goes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how people are gonna share their chats and see what they remix. That's gonna be very cool to see.
Yeah. So with time, you're going to see that we're going to do a lot with this. This seems like a simple functionality, but it's a very, very powerful one, because it really allows you to debug prompts, to share it with others, to not share it with others if you want, and to really improve what you can do with not just Toolhouse but with AI. And this shows you exactly the use cases that they could be prepared. And so obviously we're going to make sure that the playground becomes the star of the show. That you're going to see a ton of improvements there. With time, we have like such a great roadmap laid ahead for the playgrounds and for Toolhouse, but we'll tell you more in due time.
That sounds like a great way to move to the next topic. And the next topic is that's the end of the podcast. We run through all of our important updates, the free credits, the bundles, the new dashboard interface look, and then the new playground. So let's see. Oh, there's actually one more thing to be discussed.
You're
We
pulling
have
the
an
one more thing on
upcoming.
us.
Sorry?
You're pulling the one more thing on us.
The new thing is, on the 16th of January, we're going to have a San Francisco event. So if you're in San Francisco, come and hang out with us. We're hosting an evening of fun AI activities at the AWS Gen AI Loft. We've been spreading the holiday cheer and the invite, which is on Luma. And I'm going to put a link into the description, of course. But if you go to this URL here, let me put it up here. And then Toolhouse events. All right. There we go. And it's scrolling. Wow, incredible. So people will So if you go to luma.toolhouse and then you click on the upcoming event, you will find our event.
Here
And
it is.
so just sign up and we'll see you there to learn more about Toolhouse.
In only 14 days. One
14
thing
days.
I can tell you is this is unlike other uh, meetups. We saw and we attended a ton of meetups and events, and they're all one way. You attend, you get some food, usually pizza, and then you get some content, and then that's it. This one is the meetup. Bring your laptop. So you walk in with curiosity. You can walk out with a nice, complete app that you can run on that same day.
Nice. And definitely pizza in your
And
stomach.
maybe pizza, maybe something fancier. We'll see.
Who
We'll see.
knows? We'll see. We'll see.
Get ready.
Come with your hopes and dreams. We'll fulfill them.
All right. That's
That's
been
it.
a
That's the
great
pod.
podcast. Yes, that's pod. So I'll see you next time.
See you soon, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy 2025.
Happy 2025.